Hey lovelies, so welcome back to Reviews and Recaps. Today we're going to be talking about Porsha, Simon, and Dennis. Like, it's a whole mess. Things are escalating. At this point, this divorce is the gift that keeps on giving. Like, it's so tumultuous. There's so much back and forth. It's like, what is going on? I don't even know. After posting this video, who knows what we're going to find out next. But they are giving me stuff to talk about, so I will be talking about it. If you're new to this channel, I do commentary on reality TV shows and celebrity news, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that I post. And everyone, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment in the comment section below. Now that we've done all of that for the algorithm, let's get into it. Now, if you're not living under a rock, you know there's been so much back and forth with Simon and Porsha. Now, people, of course, were speculating initially about whether or not Porsha was dating Simon at the time he was married to Fallon. Well, they both deny it at this point, right? So we're not even going to focus on that. But if you guys remember, Simon did say at some point that, he fell in love with her at first sight. I'm like, the first time you saw her was when you were married to Fallon. So was it then or was it some other time? Now, whatever the case may be, Fallon must have been doing something because she was also pregnant and had a baby for the assistant. Okay, so whatever the case may be, I guess they've moved on. Now, one thing I found about Porsha and Simon is the indirects on social media. To be fair, Simon is a little bit more in the sense that Simon tends to post about Porsha all the time. With Porsha, I feel like Porsha hardly ever posts, but sometimes she responds to what it is that he says. This is the part that gets me. Simon decided to post something. So I even follow Porsha. I didn't even think anything of it. But Porsha posted on her story saying ED. I didn't even think anything of it, right? Next thing, I saw Simon's post. He's like, this railroad 265 day just does not get it. There are consequences for making inflammatory and defamatory statements. Get your coins together. You're going to need every dime to defend what is coming. A woman with a history of attacking the manhood of every ex, peddling the same old narrative and tricks. Unfortunately, you met the right one. Hashtag railroad 265 days. Hashtag married for 53 days. This is the part that gets me. How are you She did not mention your name. She didn't tag you, unless she tagged you and we didn't know about it. But she didn't tag you. All she said was ED. ED could have meant Eddie diaphragm. Like, I don't know. ED could have meant anything. Why did you think it meant erectile dysfunction, sir? And even if it was erectile dysfunction, how did you think or know that this was about you? Like, it just feels like, you know, when someone says, if the shoe fits, wear it. That is what it's given. Because I don't understand how you're being upset and going off because someone said ED on their post. How do you know it is about you? It could be about anything. It could be ED about her new person she's messing with. It could be anything. Why did you think it was you? And the truth of the matter is, well, from my perspective anyway, I don't think I've seen anybody thinking, is Porsha talking about Simon having ED? Like, no, this only happened after Simon exposed himself by posting it and making it a thing. If you post it and make it a thing, then of course, people are going to be like, so you got ED? And then you have issues. But like, I don't think ED could be anything. And how are you sure this is about you? Like, it's just so weird to me. I just feel like Simon does too much. Like he said in his post, the narrative changed from imminent deportation to fleeing the country to Dubai to broke and selling luxury cars, waiting for next narrative. Hashtag story keeps changing. The next narrative has arrived. ED, erectile dysfunction, hashtag wife for the streets. Then goes on to say, now, Porsha did say things you can do to help with erectile dysfunction. And then she put all of that, hashtag men's health awareness. So there is nothing she has said that has made it seem that it has anything to do with you. So then he posts, erectile dysfunction, also referred to as impotence, is a form of sexual dysfunction in males characterized by the persistent or recurring inability to achieve or maintain a penile erection with sufficient rigidity and duration for satisfactory sexual activity. It's the most common sexual problem in males and can cause psychological distress due to its impact on self-image and sexual relationships. Then he goes on to say, I find the vilification and lack of empathy in our community for people with erectile dysfunction, also known as ED, as extremely low vibrating and distasteful. There are real families dealing with the dilapidating? Well, I'm not sure. Dilapidating, whatever it is, devastating effects to their quality. Okay. Then he goes on. So then someone slides into his DMs to say, how the hell my name get caught up in all this? I don't know if you really got ED or not, but I got the best product in the world. It's all natural herbs and sea moss, your third leg. So then he responds, dude, I also do not understand how you end up spending so much time on the phone with a married woman. I understand we may have differences in understanding on what is appropriate for a married person to engage in, but I get it. It is not for you to understand. If you believe I have ED, you unfortunately are intellectually incompetent as the person who put the narrative out there. Either way, my issue is not with you, but rather the one who thinks I'm a dumb African that can be taken advantage of. God be with you, brother. I wish you no harm. And then if you look in the comments, people are saying, Porsha don't struck a nerve. If it don't apply, let it fly. He saying gets her coins together when she never put a name to it. Put a name on it. Hit dog is hollering. Absolutely. That is exactly how I feel. Another person said, honestly, I'm curious how this will play out. Porsha is petty, but she isn't smart. Simon is smart AF, and now he's coming for Porsha with a vengeance. I don't like neither one of them, so I'm indifferent. Another person is saying, how is he spiraling? All he's doing is documenting this whole ordeal. Girl, bye. The way he's been coming at her, that is giving bothered. So whatever you want to call it, it is giving bothered. Another person said, Peach Juice never said his name. He attached himself to ED, is telling us that he has it by how upset he's getting. Another person said, I love a sugar daddy. I don't have to give no sugar to. Okay, I know that's right. No, I'm joking. Another person said, it's hitting a nerve because he's at the age that it's absolutely possible that he has it. But I'm still on the man's side on this whole mess. Miss Porsha never loved that man and used him and waited for anything to bounce. Girl. Someone said he's not going to pick you next. Oopsie. Okay. And then someone said, I can tell that Porsha got her knee down his throat. Someone said it was all fun and games when he had all the jokes. Ooh, this is true because he was the one posting all of that and stuff. And then she was not engaging. And now all of a sudden, he seems upset. Now, another person said he's been going off for months now, sobbing her and talking literally every day about her. She hit one nerve with one comment and he's about to fall apart. True definition of he can dish it out but can't take it. He shouldn't have poked the bear. This is true. Another person said that other ex-wife didn't get any of this energy. Interesting. Someone said Fallon was the first one doing interviews saying he had ED. Why didn't he have this reaction? P didn't mention any names. That man needs to let it go. He outed himself. Now, I do not recall any interviews where Fallon said he had ED, but I may be wrong because I can't remember everything. So if you guys find out and you know for a fact, please send it to me. I need to know if that's legit. I'm going to read 2 more comments and I'm going to then get into what Dennis had to say. The fact that she never said his name is what makes it funnier. Maybe she was talking about Future. That's what I thought. I'm like, it could be anybody. Another person said Porsha hit him right where it hurt with that ED claim and she didn't even say his name. Absolutely. I'm going to read 2 more because I'm sorry. I just had to get that in there. That video of Porsha dancing in front of his car set him off. Another person said, I see he won't address Dennis though. This is true. He's almost like, whatever, cool. Fine. So moving on to what Dennis said. Dennis basically posted saying, #CityBoys. Y'all be safe out here. We're down by about 100,000 this week. And remember, always give HD, not ED. Not enough, my boy. I'm like, oh, Dennis is adding some pepper and salt to the wound, honey. You're going to have Simon out here crying in his house. Like, you guys, just leave it. ED seems to be a very sensitive topic at the moment, so I'm gonna be like, just leave it. Now, before I leave this video, because I do not want to get sued, okay? So everything on this channel is alleged, in my own opinion only. I'm just giving commentary on what is in the public, and that's just that. So don't forget to like, share, hit that subscribe button and tap that bell button so you know every single time that I post. Also, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.